Hello and welcome to Toonsters. On this episode, we'll see episode number 6 of the first season of Saiyan Saga. No time like the present. Goku dies, which is a pretty ballsy move for a big show like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, which will lead on to Super and GT. But we're kind of ballsy for them to make Goku lose on his first fight and then consequently die. It was also ballsy to show him with the pulpy, red and bloody hole in his chest from being penetrated by Piccolo's special big cannon. But the tragedy was kind of lost on me as a kid because I didn't realize how epic and how meaningful this was. Partly because I never saw the first episode of the first series of Dragon Ball. But besides that, the show was awesome because it showed the other world as they put it, which I'll get to momentarily. But we're shown what happens when Goku's friends and allies come and go meet him when he dies. And shown that everybody, all his friends and his mentor, Roshi, is torn up about it. And they are more or less fearful of what would happen if they had to tell GT that Gohan was involved in the fight. And then later on, when Gohan is taken by Piccolo for training, exercises, and stuff like that. But they definitely show good fear of him. But another key point is that they have the dead body of Raditz over there. And I really like the fact that they show that Bulma wants to analyze his technology and his scouter eyepiece there for her own that she can translate it into, I'm assuming Japanese characters, but they just say language, so it's implied that they mean English, even though it's supposed to be in Japanese. Also, I actually really like the fact that she said, okay, Troll, go get it. Go get that piece of technology off of that guy's face that just died. That was actually really funny. The man just got bitch slapped by the bad guy's tail. And then he got bodied by him too. That was actually pretty funny. I like the way they have the eyes, the pupils on the bad guy, and then later Goku disappeared to show that they're dead. So that was pretty nice. A lot better than just having just for eyes. Okay, then then before we move on to the next point, I want to say that you caught me on my quest to get hair as long as Raditz. So I'm sorry if my hair seems a little messed up and a little curly. That's just the way it is. I'm trying to get long like his. And yes, I am serious about that. No, I'm not crazy for doing that. But next point I want to bring up is that when he takes off the scutter off the dead body, which I'm surprised that they were to have the body stay there after he's dead. but maybe Dr. Zero could fight this for it. I don't know, but they also imply that later on they imply that when the body goes to the other world, the body can be trained and be used for otherworldly purposes, which is kind of contradicting because it's the only good people who go to the otherworld with their bodies intact. But that's a whole nother story altogether. Anyway, they show Boomer using her earthly screwdriver to try to tinker with Rash's advanced alien technology, and then set the um the, the terms and technical things to English, which now you think about it, it's kind of questionable because we have advanced technology. How could that be taken with a standard screwdriver or a screwdriver, what have you? But whatever. Later on, they showed that Snake Way is 10,000 miles. So I'm pretty sure that at this point in Japan's history, they switched over to the metric system. And they might just did that just to make it so that us simple-minded Americans would like it more and understand it better. It'd be a very long way. But they also had Piccolo returning his missing arm in a very gory and kind of painful way that they show it. And why didn't he do it during the fight with Raditz when Goku was a little busy distracting him and stuff? Or when he had the full metal sunlock before he charged up the beam cannon. But that's neither here nor there. But he showed Chi-Chi and her father, the Archking. Now, I know that they're two different characters and they're two different sides and speech and stuff. Well, for someone that is just not looking at it from an adult perspective, I would say that the Archking looks very similar in design and and features to King Yama, the kind of judge of the underworld, where Goku is right now. Now, I have to ask this question, what was Toriyama thinking when he did this? Is it that like character, or was he just lazy about designing a new character? Being that Toriyama is like an Oni or a Japanese demon. It's kind of funny that they have demons in there, being like a gentrified, do office work and stuff. Kind of like in Beetlejuice. It kind of influenced Beetlejuice in that regard, having the otherworldly beings doing mundane tasks in the afterlife and stuff. Which also, that kind of brings up another question. Being that they said that King Yama was the only one to actually go to Kikai's planet for training and stuff, and that he was the one that actually survived with going on Snake Way. Now, we are, I'm skimming that a little bit, but one thing I noticed is that Snake Way is like barely wide for one person. You maybe be able to put like two people on there, side by side, but it's barely big enough for one person to make it comfortably through. So Yama's gotta be at least 20 or 30 feet tall. How is that possible for such a big guy to get they'll think we'll fall off a mist something. Unless you have the power to shape shift, change his size and stuff. That's something that's never actually answered in that story. Uh, Also, when we're getting back to before about about Raditz and its bite and stuff, we are shown that his body is more or less it. He did at this point in this show. So how was that King Yama was able to subdue him with his button Yamalock? I'm assuming that some kind of like a half Nelson or something like that. And when he did that, he was able to subdue Lungentussen and Hell, or HFIL, Home for Infinite Losers. Now, we are told that he was able to overpower Raditz, being that he's so strong and powerful and big, and this causes Goku to want to train with him and the Kinkai, to which Kami said, that whispers in the ear that he's Kinkai is lots more powerful than King Yama. To which King Yama says, I heard that. I'll remember that when I judge you. And it did go to show you that even the more serious characters like Kami and King Yama and all that, they do have a very funny side to them, which I like. Because, of course he would. It was a shame because King Yama's ears are so damn big. And I just find it funny that Kami thought that he could get away with that. Now, Kami's like the older version of Piccolo's, older splitting off of when Piccolo's father, King Piccolo, divided himself into good and bad. So you kind of view Kami as kind of like Piccolo's brother, more or less. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I'll get more into it later on when they decide to merge together. But for right now, it's kind of fun. And the fact that in its contemplation about how powerful he is, and how he needs to train his ass off to beat the future Saiyans. Kami ends up taking so much time that Vlang is backed up for the Seeking Yama, which is actually real funny. Move on, come on, move it. So you remember, guys. So even in heaven, you got lines to deal with. At least according to Dragon Ball Z. Also, let me make a mention of Fortune Teller Baba, which is Master Roshi's sister. That's a kind of ploy on Baba Yaga, the Russian witch, which is quite popular for anime and media and stuff. But anyway, they show so anyway, go with him. They show that King Yama is able to overpower the bad guy Raditz. So later on in the series, they show that Frieza and Cell, which are more powerful than Raditz, was able to number one, keep their bodies. Number two, they were able to to actually fight back and get like a gang together in hell with the Genius Force and others too. So um, if King Kai is more powerful than Yama, and King Kai is afraid of Frieza and the others, how is this possible? How can Yama be so powerful as to put them into hell and get home for infant losers? This is also the beginning of filler episodes where nothing really bad happens. And you can take them out of the story and then just it wouldn't affect the story one bit. But then they show Goku talking to one of the uh, attendants or the guides to the Snake Way, which again is 10,000 miles long. I'm not sure, but I think it's supposed to be 1 million miles to make it an even number, but who might judge? But they show him going there, and the guy is all the guys are all only low level only, demons. So they show like a humanoid with like horns on their heads. Now be I would be perturbed to no end if they had if I were one of the guys with the work one that was like off center. Like they have two horns, one this way, one going that way. I would be very upset if I was the one guy with one going this way and the other one going that way. So they would diffuse. They'd be one guy with two horns, but anyway, that's that with that's a thought Goku started the journey, and the guy taking on with this thing. Wait, he had like a car, like a little I forgot the name of it offhand, but it was like an old fashioned like three wheel cars that opened up on top. I forgot the name of it. You guys can put the comment section if you find it, but I don't know why they would have such an old piece of shit beat up car like that for something that's supposed to be like divine, celestial, and stuff like that. I mean, this manga and this cartoon came out in like mid to late 80s, so I would think that they would have better cars in heaven than that piece of crap. I don't know, maybe it was Toriyama's favorite car or something like that, but whatever. Oh yeah, and the reason why I keep mentioning Toriyama is because he's the granddaddy of all Dragon Ball. He's the creator of the show, the manga of the show, everything came from his genius mind. We all have to thank Royal Uncle Toriyama. Anyway, there's other funny things going on with Piccolo and Gohan. Because Piccolo is I never watched the original show, but he was supposed to be like a big demon, big alien guy. So, which he was butchered in the Dragon Ball Evolution, but we don't like to talk about that movie at all. Well, we're gonna have to do it eventually, but they butchered his character. So anyway, this show he he's like supposed to be like this teacher from hell, is which is funny because teachers that actually in hell are actually not nicer than Piccolo. But it's supposed to be like this rough guy and stuff. He wanted to train Gohan because of his awesome power that he saw on display when he grabbed in the chest plate. So there are a few funny moments with him in the first few minutes of his actual training. The first being when Piccolo dropped Gohan in the water to wake him up from his little nap and slumber. And then Gohan starts crying. And here is where the joke of Goku crying to wake up Broly and make him cranky first began, because it got so long on him, boy. Also, I think that this was influence for Baby Mario's Scream in Yoshi Island, because boy, he won't shut up for anything. Also, for the same matter, is the part in there in which Piccolo says, "I shut up. I want to hear another peep at you," or something along those lines. "I want to hear another peep, or I'll give you something to cry about." To me, that's just so funny, because obviously he's just a boy, like maybe 4 or 5 years old, but he it's just very funny that he would say that. Look, he loses a piece a lot in the show, and then later on, he told him that his father was dead, trying to save his life, and that Gohan has to. He wants to try to unleash his power so he can control better. And he picked up Gohan, and then he chucked him like a big fastball at a big mountain or a big rock, and Gohan. I always thought that Gohan hit the rock with his aura and stuff, and that's how it blew up. But it turns out that when Gohan was launched at him, he launched uh, like a power wave at it, like a beam at it, and that's how it blew up. And it's funny because he says, "Did I do that?" Like in film matters. Now, I think that this show could influence that. I'm not commenting on that. And let's see here. Well, there was another fun line that with another fun line that Pickle says in relation to Gohan. Let me think here. I'll give you something right about Piccolo. Gohan also said the bad Piccolo man is to get me. And he's like, quiet. I can't quite think of it right now, but I'll put it in the comments if I can remember it. But it's really funny because he loses the patience and he's a big rough guy and stuff. But he eventually gets a little softer. And Gohan does say that he wants to grow up to be a scientist or the biggest, which is oddly specific, and Pickle does point if the Saiyans arrive on like they said they would, and he is if he is beaten up, yeah, then and he just for the world or so off or something, he won't be able to grow up to become anything. And that makes go on and become a fighter and stuff. His mother doesn't want to do it, which I think that she's more of a stereotype of you know overbearing Chinese mother. That we want to work your ass off. But that's neither here nor there. But racism or reasonable, I thought that's funny. I'm still trying to think of what Principal said during that exchange. Um, quiet, or I'll give you some grab out. Well, I'll think of it eventually. But yeah, right now Goku is going on Snake Way. He flew. He then got tired, and then they tried to continue on. Even though Leon said that if you fall over on Snake Way, you gotta restart. Gotta go down below to HFIL. But even that is a lie because we find that if he does go under, there's a shortcut to Kingdom's drawer in your desk. Kind of nice to be able to do shit like that and we start over again, but anyway. Yeah, there's also a part where Piccolo says that he didn't realize that Gohan was that powerful to knock out the mountain, but yet when it comes to seeing there's the Zenkai boost where if the Saiyan is injured and knocked out and recovers, then they get extreme power, an extreme power boost. Now, you can, I think, I think that might count for when Gohan was knocked out in the fight with Raditz. That's up to debate. I always thought that the Zenkai boost only applied to when the Saiyan survives the fight, but I guess not. I guess it also counts for them dying too. Anyway, this has been episode 6 of the No Time to Present for Gohan's Train. If you like this, you can always subscribe, or you can contact me at 631 707 3707. My email is jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com, and my Twitter is PNelsonPro. Arrivederci.